I think there are three elements to it. One purpose I feel is, like I already mentioned, it's like my obsession for Bruce Lee. And why it was because he symbolized a certain perfection in terms of a human body actually can achieve this kind of an expertise in flexibility or a movement of the hands and legs. Everyone has that, but to make it into an art form, which is what I thought Bruce Lee managed, which is why he's become an iconic figure over so many decades, and you can't forget. So I wanted to capture his thought, like a 5'7" man can actually make you believe he can beat up 20 people who are probably larger than him in terms of weight and height. And I thought I will take that thought a little more further and make it into woman. A woman generally is considered as a weaker sex. She's easily intimidated, she's easily harassed and whatever. So the self-defense aspect of even a woman, if she is determined, how strong she can become is my point. Yeah.
And there is a mistake in Kannada version. Hudugi title, we have this tagline, Enter the Girl Dragon.
Yeah.
There is a spelling mistake. Please get it corrected.
Enter the Girl Dragon has a spelling mistake?
Yes, in Kannada version only. Please get it corrected.
Okay, thank you. Yeah.
This movie started before the Galvan Valley incident or after the incident?
No, Gangan Valley incident happened just, I think, recently, no?
2020 May.
Okay.
Because after that, Indo-China, there are some...
Actually, you're talking about that. Sorry,
yes,
just got missed.
Valley.
Yeah. It started much before, actually, 2019, beginning.
Were there any problems when you went to China to shoot the movie?
Not really. I think those problems are primarily more political and more kind of bilateral issues. Most of the time, the trade was going as it is, and even the COVID time, there was a lot of cooperation between the countries. And this film's subject matter is not about relationship between the countries and what we think or what they think. It's more to do with a homage to Bruce Lee, who is an international figure.
This Chinese association happened well before.
Yeah, well before. Yeah.
During all this shooting, are there any dupes used or it's completely?
No, absolutely it is Pooja's own stunts, because that was one of my, maybe the most important requirement I had, because I didn't want to use normal feature film techniques of using dupes and VFX and creating body doubles and all that. Since she's a very proficient martial artist herself, there was no need to use dupes, and that's also the requirement.
So, Bruce Lee fan film, is a Bruce Lee fan film?
I'm not sure I understood the question.
Fan.
Yeah, she's playing a Bruce Lee fan in the film. Yeah. She's like a Eklavya Shisha, like, yeah.
It would have become an Hollywood movie, right? When there's so much of effort put in.
Yeah.
It could have become.
Yeah, I think, see, the one main reason, because in India, have you never seen an Indian face actually in a martial art kind of, a very proper martial art film, And since Bruce Lee as a concept itself is well known, which is the reason why it is having such a wide release in China in 40,000 screens. So I think more or less it will be taken step by step in stages to every country.
In China it is released in Chinese language only?
I think they're doing both in Chinese language and also dubbed with subtitles.
Suppose Bruce Lee only can.
Guys, we love Bruce Lee.
That's a beautiful question, actually. Yeah? He's saying if Bruce Lee was alive, would you make the film with him or you? I honestly think I'll make it with Pooja, because maybe I like women more than men. Or probably with both of them as hero and heroine.
Okay. ఆర్ట్స్ ఈ సినిమా కోసం నేర్చుకున్నాను లేదంటే
No, no, she was originally a martial artist. Her basic training was in Taekwondo almost when for more than 14 years before I met her. Almost like a school. From school she was practicing martial arts and yoga.
On what basis you call this movie as the first martial arts movie of India?
Yeah,
Because
I call it
we
that,
have a Bollywood movie in 1983 which was named Karate.
Yeah.
And Vidyut Jamwal, Tiger Shroff, we have many
Correct.
stars who know martial arts and
Yeah.
yes.
See, stars knowing martial arts is very different from a martial artist becoming an actor. The point is, none of them ever took place in tournaments. They were not a part of the martial arts, whatever
Vidyut Jamwal was a
community.
gallery poet too.
No, I am not saying no to that. That is one part. Let me finish the answer. Second part is, most of them they use lot of wire work. They do stunts, going up in the air and things which no human being can actually do, because that is one kind of an action film. Whereas Bruce Lee is the only martial artist who always did something realistic. Only what he can do and what you see it in real life, which is the reason I am calling it the first martial art, because without taking the help of cinematic techniques and cinematic appliances, which is the reason I am saying that.
Does your political stands or your tweets after 8 p.m. Does that affect you professionally? Because some of your tweets have been created controversies and all about president candidate Draupadi Murmu.
Yeah.
Before that, about Pawan Kalyan ji.
See.